and welcome to an episode of Ask Alice. I, of course, am Alice, because otherwise, why are you asking me? So today we are going to talk about the question of what advice would I give to a new writer? And so my one big advice that I give to all new writers is write the book. Now I know you're thinking, okay, well, what if it's bad? What if I could just tweak this? What if I could... No. Just write the book. The reason being that if you could spend years working on trying to perfect your outline, perfect the first chapter, perfect the first paragraph. No, don't do that. Too many writers fall into the pitfall where they start to write, they get so overwhelmed because they can't get past the first chapter or the first 100 pages or whatever. You want to sit down and you just want to write the book. It doesn't need to be great. I would say our first draft should be terrible. My first drafts essentially are what's called a skeleton draft. I write the entire book. I just it on the page, and then I go back and I write everything properly. I don't describe anything in the first one. I just go through. I know what the characters are saying. I head hop. Head hopping, for those who don't know, is where you hop around in people's heads. So in one scene, for example, I will be talking as Alex, then suddenly you're in Aaron's point of view, and then you're in Michael's point of view, and then you're back in Alex, and then you hop over to Stefan, and then Alex's dad, all in one scene. And this is not how people read books, but as a skeleton draft, it is perfect for me because then I know exactly what every character is thinking in very specific scenes where it matters what everybody is thinking while everything is going on. And then when I go back and rewrite it for draft 2, I can take that skeleton draft chapter and I can really in-depth show what everybody's expressions are, their body language. I can make it very clear how they are feeling because I know as the author, but now the reader will know based on the descriptions that I put in. But that happens in draft 2. Same with descriptions of the landmarks, the buildings, what's in the room. Book 2 does not happen in book 1. I don't even describe characters in draft 1. Draft 1, just let it out. And then I go back in book 2. Sometimes I don't describe the characters until draft 3 even. Because the important thing to remember when you want to write, you can edit everything except a blank page. You have to get the story out. Sometimes you got to get it out and then you realize, oh, this doesn't work in the middle, and you throw the whole middle away. Honestly, I threw everything away from draft 1. I kept 2 scenes. Aaron teaching Alex to dance and like a nickname. That was all that carried over from draft 1 to draft 2, and that's okay. You might write draft 1 and hate it and throw it out and start over again. But the point is, once you've written the first draft, that is a hurdle that a lot of authors and a lot of people who want to write can never get over. So that is your most important priority. When you start writing, don't care if it's crap, don't care what you're doing. If there are so many mistakes in my first draft. It's insane. Just don't worry about all of that. Just get it out and then celebrate when you get your fresh draft done. I will tell you, finishing the draft is just like the tip of the iceberg on writing. So that's just like the top that you see. Everything else is coming. But the point is you can't get to everything else until you finished your draft. So once you have that draft done, celebrate it. Let it sit for a week or 2, and then you can go back and start working on edits, start figuring out what you like, what you don't like, whether you even like the point of view you wrote it in, whether it's third person, first person kind of thing. If you need to add a character, if you need to kill a character, killing your darlings is a name for a reason. But the point is, once it's out there, you can now work with what you have and decide what you want to change and what you want to like. But you can't do that until you finish. So my best set of advice is just write the book. Doesn't matter how bad it is, just write it. That's what I got for you today. So if you have any more questions for me, drop them in the comments. I would love to answer your Ask Alice questions. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next week. Bye!